Nancy, a symptom of malfunctioning Celtic machine. Wilfried Nancy has lost his first 3 games as Celtic manager. St Mirren character, St Mirren cleverness, St Mirren glory, all there in black and white and in fantastic technicolour too. A triumph for the ages, a day to rank with any in their history. Deserved, and on the final whistle. Delirious, untrammeled, uninhibited joy. In marching on towards a storied victory against all odds, St Mirren trampled Celtic underfoot, outthought them tactically, outfought them emotionally. Faith over fear, said their manager Stephen Robinson in the preamble. It might have sounded like a nice slogan then. Now it sounds like something you might see on a tablet of stone. This was the believers versus the non-believers, the mentally strong versus the mentally frail, the ones without fear grabbing the occasion by the throat versus a red-hot favourite who caved in when the heat was on. St Mirren stunned poor Celtic for once in a lifetime. Premier Sports Cup win. Sport Sound. St Mirren are Scottish League Cup winners 2025. When Jonah Iyengar and his marauding band of brothers feasted on Celtic's desperate confusion and put them to sleep with 2 goals in a dozen second-half minutes, Hampden erupted. There was time to play time, in theory, for Celtic to fight back, but it never looked likely. At half-time, Robinson recognized where Celtic's danger was coming from and neutered it with his changes. So swift, so smart. He said later that this should not have been possible, that the gigantic financial disparity between these clubs should have been unbreachable. In a sense, he was absolutely right, and in another sense, he was wrong. When you have the kind of spirit that St Mirren have, then you always have a chance. When you have a manager like Robinson, who has put the hearts sideways in Celtic in 3 meetings in a row before this one, then you've always got hope. And Celtic, this is a diminished team with an uncertain manager, a furious support, and a haunted board. At the end, you looked one way and you saw 2-goal Iyengar, amazing man and his driven mates, and then looked the other and there was Wilfried Nancy, miserable in the midst of his baptism of fire.